Solving fraction problems can actually be pretty easy, but you have to know what you're doing, and oftentimes the way people are taught fractions can be confusing. So our problems here are going to be 3 halves plus 1/4, 3 halves minus 1/4, 3 halves times 1/4, and 3 halves divided by 1/4. Now put away your calculator, and if you think you have the answers to these questions, go ahead and put that into the comment section. But I'm going to go through and teach you exactly how easy it is to deal with fractions. And let's go ahead and get started with this problem right here, 3 halves plus 1/4. Now before we can really understand fractions, we need to understand the parts of fractions. So the bottom number in a fraction is called the denominator, and the top numbers are called the numerators. Now when you have a fraction like this where the denominator is bigger than the numerator, this is called a proper fraction. And when you have a fraction like this where the numerator is bigger than the denominator, this is called an improper fraction. And if you have a fraction something like 3 1/2, this is called a mixed number fraction. And you can change all mixed number fractions into improper fractions, and you can also change improper fractions into mixed number fractions. So these are skills that you need to understand. But what we're going to do in this particular video is simply practice how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions. Okay, so again, it's important that you understand the basic terminology when it comes to fractions. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into how to add fractions. Alright, so I'm going to give you a fantastic shortcut to add fractions, but before I do that, let's just go ahead and talk about when you can add and subtract fractions, because the procedure to add and subtract fractions is the same. Okay, so you can only add fractions or subtract fractions when the bottom numbers down here, the denominators, are the same. Now if they are not the same, you have to find something called the lowest common denominator. Okay, so what is the lowest common denominator? Well, basically you can think of this as the lowest common multiple of these two numbers here, right? So let's just go ahead and take a look at this real quick. So what are multiples of 2? Well, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 times 6 is 12. Now you'll see why I'm doing this in just one second, but let's go ahead and list out the multiples of 4. Okay, so what are multiples of 4? Well, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, and then on and on and on. Okay, so what we're looking for here is the lowest common multiple. All right, so we have two numbers here, and we're listing out their multiples. So what are common multiples? Well, they have a common multiple of 12, but is it the lowest common multiple? Well, the answer is no, right? So you might be saying, well, look, 8 is lower than 12, and you would be right, but is this the lowest common multiple? No, 4 is the lowest common multiple. Okay, so when you're looking at the denominators, you're thinking about the lowest common multiple of these numbers, and this is your lowest common denominator. So 4 is our lowest common denominator, meaning that we need to rewrite these fractions such that the denominators are 4. Okay, so the good news here is that this fraction right here already has the denominator of 4, so all we have to do is fix this fraction such that its denominator is 4. Okay, so how do I change a 2 into a 4? Well, easy. All I have to do is multiply it by a 2. But if I multiply the denominator by a 2, well, I also have to multiply the numerator by a 2. All right, so 2 times 3 is what? That is 6. And 2 times 2 is what? That is 4. Okay, so 6 over 4 is an equivalent fraction to 3 halves. But we want to use this fraction because it has the denominator of 4. Okay, so now we can think of our problem as 6/4 plus 1 over 4. Now when you have fractions that have the same denominators, to add them, all you have to do is simply add the numerators. So in this case, it's going to be 6 plus 1. All right, so these are our numerators, and we have the same denominator, so I'm going to put that down here. So 6 plus 1 is what? That is 7. So our final answer here is 7 over 4. All right, now if you understand this, that is fantastic. You definitely get a nice little happy face. But now I'm going to show you a fantastic shortcut. All right, so let's just kind of keep in mind that the answer here is 7 over 4. And a lot of you are still kind of afraid of finding the lowest common denominator. Okay, so for those of you out there that just don't like finding the LCD, I'm going to show you a great little shortcut here that will 100% always get you the right answer. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you this. Again, the correct answer here is 7 over 4. So what I'm going to show you is a method called the bow tie method, and it's probably the best hack in mathematics that you want to remember. Okay, so it's called the bow tie method because the pattern that we're going to be following, it looks like a bow tie. So we're going to go this way, and this way. So what am I talking about? Well, we're going to do this. So we're going to start right here with this number, and we're going to multiply this way. That's going to be step 1. And you always have to do it in this specific order. Step 2 is going to be starting from here and going in this direction, and we're going to be multiplying. And then step 3 is going to be multiplying this way. All right, so 4 times 3 is what? Well, that is 12. So now we have 12 plus, okay, because we're adding these fractions, 2 times 1. Again, we're going in this direction and we're multiplying. So 2 times 1 is what? That is 2. Now we're going to put this over 2 times 4. This is our last step here. And 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so what is the answer here? Well, the correct answer is 12 plus 2, or 14 over 8. Now, a lot of you might be saying, hey, this is not the same answer as this. Well, indeed it is, because we can reduce or simplify this fraction. So 2 goes into 14 7 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So our final answer here is 7 over 4. So the only drawback with this particular method right here is sometimes you don't get a final reduced answer, but that's not a big deal. But sometimes you do need to reduce your final answer. But again, if you don't like finding the lowest common denominator, this method will work 100% of the time. Okay, so now that we understand how to add fractions, we can easily subtract fractions because it is the same procedure. So let's apply what we just learned to subtract these fractions. Now again, you can't add or subtract fractions unless the denominators are the same. And you can see here the denominators are not the same. Now this again is pretty easy to fix up because we know the LCD is 4. So all we have to do is multiply this denominator by 2 and this numerator by 2, and we get 6 over 4 minus 1/4. Okay, so how do we add or subtract fractions when the denominators are the same? Easy, we just apply that operation in the numerator. So here it's going to be 6 minus 1 over 4, so our answer is 5 over 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that bow tie method just to make sure you understand it, because again, this is probably my #1 best favorite hack in all of mathematics. Okay, so let's suppose you forgot how to find the LCD, but you said, you know what, that guy on YouTube told me to do something like this. And specifically, you have to remember this pattern right here. So we're going to multiply, but we're going to start this way. That's step #1. And then step #2 is in this direction. And then step #3 is in this direction. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So 4 times 3 is what? That is 12. And this is a subtraction problem. And what we're doing here with this kind of crisscross pattern is getting our numerator. Okay, so now we have 2 times 1. That is 2. And to get our denominator, that's going to be 2 times 4, which of course is 8. All right, so now we have 12 minus 2. That is 10. So our answer is 10 over 8. But when you're dealing with fractions, you always need to reduce them down to their simplest form. So 2 goes into 10 5 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So again, our final answer here would be 5/4, which of course is the same answer we got when we found the LCD. Okay, now if you understand what I just covered, I'm telling you right now, this is the hardest part about fractions, because multiplying and dividing fractions is super easy. Now before I show you how to multiply fractions, if you want super strong basic math skills, well, you got to check out my Math Foundations course. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description of this video, but this is kind of a quick little review course on all things basic math, and that would include how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals, place values, fractions, positive and negative numbers, and other topics as well. So if you've always had a tough time in math, well, it's likely you never understood the foundational concepts, and this is not that difficult to overcome, but you need the right instructional program and the right course. So if you really want to improve in mathematics, make sure you have a strong foundation. So check out my Math Foundations course. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description of this video. Okay, so let's get back to multiplying fractions, and this is super easy. Okay, so when we want to multiply fractions, all we literally have to do is multiply the respective numerators and denominators. So here we have 3 and 1 as our numerators. So our numerator in our answer here is going to be 3 times 1. So 3 times 1, of course, is 3. And then all we have to do is multiply the denominator. So 2 times 4 is 8. So 3/8 is the answer. Okay, so now that we understand how to multiply fractions, dividing fractions is just as easy. So here's our last problem. We have 3/2 divided by 1/4. So as I indicated, if you know how to multiply fractions, well, then you'll know how to divide fractions, because what we're going to do here is change this problem into a multiplication problem. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Well, what we're going to do is keep the first fraction the same. So we're going to have a 3/2 here, and we're going to have 3/2 times what? Well, the key to dividing fractions is to flip the fraction to the right of the division symbol. It's always the fraction to the right. Okay, so again, the fraction to the left of the division symbol, we're going to keep the same. So in this case, it's 3/2, but the fraction to the right of the division symbol, we're going to flip upside down. And this is called the reciprocal. So here we have 1/4. So we're going to flip this fraction upside down. So we're going to have 4/1. Okay, so now this right here is a multiplication problem, and it's equivalent to this division problem right here. So now that we know how to multiply fractions, we can easily get the answer, because all we have to do is multiply the respective numerators and denominators. Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12 over 2 times 1 is 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6, which is our final answer. Okay, so hopefully you feel better about fractions after watching this video. And again, if you need help in basic math, make sure to check out my Math Foundations course. But maybe you want to study algebra, geometry, or more advanced mathematics, I have all those courses as well. You'll find all this information in the description of this video. Okay, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.